Hey guys, what's up? Ready for some drama? Things just took a turn nobody expected. What was supposed to be a normal court day for Diddy allegedly ended in chaos when claims surfaced that his attorney exposed something shocking. An alleged HIV report with Diddy's name on it.
Oh! I mean, he actually caught HIV, like, having, like, a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
When those claims came out, Diddy wasn't acting like the confident mogul we're used to seeing. Reports say he was breaking down, saying, "They dragged me. They set me up." People close to the case even said he looked like he was about to cry. Jaguar Wright speculates this is just because he realizes the truth is coming out about him.
He doesn't, he everything he does with everyone else, it's for money, but he's just with you. He's with you, right? And there's no money exchange, so that makes us special. Not at all. Not at all.
Hold on, Jack. Doesn't it make sense though?
No, it really doesn't make sense, especially when you see your so-called straight boyfriend now doing gay parties and saying that's only for money. Well, and letting men go down on him for extra, but it's only for money.
Allegedly.
Okay.
His attorney told the world basically, like, yes, Diddy is a swinger. He can't just go out into a swinging party. He may have to hire people to come into his world to do those swingish things.
A swingers party with as many different people as he had at those parties. And understand this, these sessions that he's talking about swinging, there were multiple men. It wasn't just one-on-one action. And I don't know why they're all lying. Like they're all lying through their caps. And anybody who doesn't want to see that, well then that's just on them.
Now, let's rewind a bit. Diddy has been fighting off allegations for months. Lawsuits, rumors, wild party stories. Every time he brushed it off. But this, if true, is different. When health reports get leaked, especially something as serious as HIV, it's no longer just gossip. That's real life. The streets started buzzing right away. But then things got even messier. While the court drama was unfolding, an old birthday party video with Meek Mill allegedly leaked. And it wasn't the kind of celebration people thought it was. Some say it looked more like an initiation into Diddy's twisted world.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Here's the backstory. Diddy threw Meek a so-called birthday bash in Las Vegas at the Parisian Palace. The place costs $25,000 a night, and it was the same weekend as Mayweather's big fight. The guest list was pure A-list, but the leaked details from that night were shocking. Matching outfits, lingerie dancers walking around like chess pieces, even a naked woman laid out as a sushi platter. When it was over, insiders said the mansion was trashed, broken bottles, used condoms, blood-stained bedding, and substances scattered everywhere. Then came viral audio allegedly recorded that night. Disclaimer, we can't play that audio here because it's against YouTube policy, but you can track it down online in seconds. Some say it caught Diddy and Meek in a compromising situation. The internet went wild. Meek immediately said the audio was fake, claiming it was AI generated to destroy him. He even posted, "My voice is so powerful as a black man from the ghetto. They want it gone. I'm under control of no human." Strong words, but not everyone believed him. Speculation spread fast. Some said one of Diddy's bodyguards secretly recorded the audio. Others blamed Meek's ex, Nicki Minaj. Jaguar Wright even alleged Nicki paid someone to leak the tape. Later, Nicki herself joked on a podcast that Meek loves controversy and doesn't mind being dragged into drama. Coincidence? Maybe, but people weren't convinced. Gene Deal even claimed there were blood-stained sheets on the beds at the party.
No, what happened was that Diddy had rented a mansion out for Meek Mill's birthday party, and he had rented it for like $25,000. I remember we rented one of Cher's mansion out, you know what I'm saying? And that's the day he had fired his cook, but that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? It was me, Wolf, Mace, Ock. Was Ock staying there? No, it was just me, Wolf, Mace, Puff, and there was one other person staying in the mansion. But anyway, long story short is that they came recently. This happened a long time ago, but they recently just made a statement that they found loads of cocaine. I wonder what they did with the cocaine, because they didn't turn it over to the police. They said they found loads of cocaine, razor blades. They said that the sheets were bloody, nasty. They found a whole lot of used condoms. And it was a Diddy party, giving in Meek Mill's honor for his birthday. I was like, yo, wow. They said it was disgusting the way that they left the place. So I know they got hit with another bill on top of that $25,000 and the different deposits they had to put down for cleanup and all this other stuff. It was crazy. It was one of the property managers, they had rented out a mansion. I heard about that whole story.
And here's how it connects back. Industry insiders like Jaguar Wright and Gene Deal have been saying for years that Diddy recorded these wild parties himself. Allegedly, he kept cameras rolling and used the footage as blackmail against anyone who stepped out of line. One claim even says there were over 250 hidden recorders inside his mansion.
But a lot of people probably believe that, you know, they just want to know, and the government want to know what things those people were doing on those tapes and who was doing shit on those tapes. Because I heard they found like 250 cameras or something like that.
That's what they say. They said they found a lot of cameras.
Right.
There's a lot of rumors about him recording some of these parties, and he's using a lot of this stuff for blackmail, like a lot of celebrities, even as far as politicians. You know, I think even Little Rod said that Diddy had every room taped and bugged.
Right. Well, in his affidavit or his deposition that he gave to the courts, he said every room was bugged, and that he did have tapes and information on a lot of different celebrities and people in the music business, people that were in politicians, and like I said, in other platforms, people that was in the ministry. Allegedly.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, if the feds got their hands on these tapes, you could very well see like a domino effect of shit coming down on everybody.
It depends on what's on the tapes.
After the trial verdict, Gene claimed the feds had to cover everything up.
So I want to go back to the comments you made earlier about these tapes, and I want you to give more clarity. So you believe they only got Puffy because they want these tapes. But what do you think is on these tapes?
Bro, you gotta realize you got people like Prince Harry. Prince Harry was at a Diddy party. You got some of the same Universal executives. Diddy made it cool for, I'm just gonna say it like this, man, whites to hang out with the hood dudes. Dude from the hood, he made it cool and safe for them to hang out with the white executives. They used them for that. They used them enough, whereas that now you got white executives doing Diddy-like parties. Remember the dude from, what's that, Frantic? The clothing line, the sports line? They was mad because they didn't get invites to his party because he was doing white parties, doing parties like Diddy. Now, I ain't talking about the off party part of it, but I'm just saying, he was doing those parties and everybody, there was rappers, or I think Stephen A. Smith said something about he was upset that he didn't get no invite. So it was those parties that everybody wanted to be at. Y'all heard the same thing that I heard. When they raided his house, y'all saw the same thing I saw. They took computers, tapes. You think wasn't nothing on those tapes, y'all? You think they didn't log those tapes? Why did they, hold up. Yo, I just caught a jewel. They used the tape that Cassie sent them. That Cassie had. They used the tape that Cassie had that they showed to the jurors. Why do you think they didn't use the tape that they got from Diddy house? Because that would have them had to log that in. It would have been public record. And at one given time, when it's a public record out of this trial, you could go see it. You could go get those tapes, copies of those tapes, because it's public record. It would have been public record, bro. It's a dirty game out here, man. It's a real dirty game. They are protecting somebody. Why did Damian Wim, the first prosecutor, he trying to put it off on Trump? Oh, Mr. Trump is coming in office, so I'm gonna leave before he get here. Right after he did the Diddy, right after he did the Diddy raid, right after they got the tapes and everything, he retired. Great job. Probably got $1 million house and all that shit somewhere. Because he definitely quit and tried to put that shit off on Trump. Y'all saw what I saw. Y'all saw what we saw, the same shit. Y'all heard the same thing that I heard. They took over 256, cameras and who had that many cameras in their house? I don't give a how big the mansion is.
Now we've got two major storms colliding. On one hand, this alleged HIV report dragging Diddy's name through court. On the other hand, leaked tapes and viral audio tying Meek Mill and others to his so-called empire of chaos. The industry is asking the same thing we are. Was Diddy really dragged to court unfairly like he says? Or are years of buried secrets finally crawling to the surface? According to Jaguar Wright, Diddy was diagnosed with HIV, knew about it, but never shared that information. She said, Diddy had the opportunity like everybody else. You know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up. He didn't stop. He didn't stop doing what he's done. How many dudes are running around undetectable? Wright also claimed that she personally knows at least 20 men living with HIV and hinted she might reveal their names on her own upcoming show. She didn't stop there. Wright even challenged the story about Diddy and Jay-Z's relationship. While Jay-Z's team has said the two weren't close outside of business, Wright insisted that wasn't true. In her words, their friendship went beyond work.
I minded my business.
Did you ever see Diddy around Jay-Z?
I mean, of course. At parties, at events. Everyone knows this. This ain't nothing new. Everyone knows this. The simple fact that that nigga went and did exactly everything I said he was going to do. I said on Piers Morgan, I've been making that jump ever since, but don't nobody want to give me credit for that. All of these people he been robbing all of these years. And I know I'm responsible for him losing at least $125 million in the past 2 months. I say that with pride.
Yeah, so
Don't
Jack.
nobody want to give me credit for what I do.
Jaguar was right.
Yeah, they might say you're bringing down our black billionaires, Jack. You're bringing our black billionaires down.
How can I do that? I'm a liar, right? How could I do that? I'm crazy, right? How could I do that if I'm not right?
Come on.
See, I don't need to be right. I just need to admit that y'all was wrong. If I could get a dollar for every person that's called me a liar in the past 5 years, then I would be financing.
You
I
do
buy
seem
my
like
satellite next week.
you do seem like a keeper of information.
Nobody's thinking about the fact that a compromised national network like the National Broadcasting Company allowed a bullying job happen to a 37-year-old traumatized autistic woman with no comfort there, with no one there to shield her, to give her peace. Anyone who knows autistic people, they crumble in social settings and they'll do anything and say anything just to get you to stop pressure. NBC should be sanctioned for that.
Right.
They
What do you
should
thought?
be sued, and they should pay her.
Yeah, what do you thought with NBC putting her out? Like, just even interviewing her
I
behind.
think they're just as grubby for what they done to R. Kelly and then give Jay-Z a fluffball interview. Where's Gail?
Where's Gail?
Why Gail ain't got no interview for the Carters? They're such good friends.
Hey.
Where's Gail? What, she trying to keep the bread away from Oprah before she passed out on the Ozempic again?